I think ever since I could ride a bike, like I was always, you know, on it, and I got my first bike I think about 4 or 5, and sort of I was always the guinea pig. All the boys made me kind of go first, and I was always crashing and things. But and then my older cousin was racing BMX at the time, so I went to the local Bunbury BMX club and had a go. And my first night, I beat all the boys, and yeah, I've never looked back since. I went to the first national championships in Australia and won there, and sort of ever since I'd sort of built up, and I did my first world championship in Perth, which was my home state, and I won that. So it was sort of, I got to that level then, and I was like, wow, this is, you know, what else do I do? And I fell in a little bit of a hole and got lazy, and I sort of just, you know, thought it would, you know, it was given to me on a plate, and then I started to, yeah, get beaten, and from then on I got a coach and started training. I got a little 50, a little pink 50 actually, a little thumpster, so I'm always riding that when I can. I'm really tight with my dad, and he's into fishing, so we always go fishing together, which is awesome. I don't get to go home much, so when I do, I sort of, yeah, spend a lot of time with my sister and my family, really close with them.
You gotta shake it.
I got off my first silver in 2008 for Worlds. That was that sort of that next step where things really got tough, and the girls were just getting faster and faster, and yeah, I sort of went from winning everything as a little kid to, you know, things were totally different. So that was probably when I first started feeling a little bit of nerves, like I used to ride and nothing would bother me. But yeah, that was sort of my first national team. I was with all the big, like, elite pro guys, so that was really exciting. And I've actually met Sinead that year, and that was, from then on, she was kind of my idol, and she definitely stood out, and yeah, it was amazing on her bike. And you know, ever since I've always looked up to her and always watched her ride and admired her style. And I think she's obviously a powerhouse, but she's got a lot of skills.
Elite women, run number 1, qualifying run, that is number 1, and heat number 3. And have a look at the go. Speedy Reedy, Sinead Reid, out of the blocks, nice and quick. It's the whole shot into Swatch corner. Lady Lauren Reynolds from Australia up there for 2. So Reid and Reynolds dominating the race at the moment. Oh, Reid's made a mistake, and Lauren Reynolds, Australia, straight past her.
So going to the South Africa Worlds in 2010, it was a good race. I actually sort of started that season really poorly, and sort of had to get my act into gear, really. So and I actually felt really good for that race, and yeah, sort of stepping it up. And the track was, you know, it was a technical track. It was open first straight. I had Sinead as my moto, so that was tough. One of my first ones, that was a bit of a confidence booster. The next race was France, and I got my first podium there, and so it all came together for me in that final, and you know, that was an unreal experience. Yeah, I think the track's going to be good, indoor track, you know, Olympic year, everyone's riding fast. I can't wait. I'm hoping to get my best result there and go into London, yeah, super strong and feeling confident and just have fun. So I'm pumped.